So much to this particular session. Welcome. Let's get into it. So welcome so much. So welcome to this live session. And let me know if I'm audible. You can hear me. Okay, so let me know if I'm audible and that you can hear me. So welcome. Those who are interacting for the first time, my name is Timothy. Can see to post site, to go live, to post site. Okay. So yes, loud and clear. Petro, thank you so much. So let's get to look at what we have or what we're anticipating. This is the New York session. We have seen the London session, how it has been. So it has been one of its kind, right? Not really bad per se, but at least something to look at, something worth. We have seen the dip, and besides the dip, we have been able to execute trades besides or beneath the dip. So, because of course, the dip presents the opportunities, right? The dip presents the opportunities for us. So I'm just waiting for a good number of people to join. So that we can continue with this. All right, so that we can continue with this. So yeah, so let's check in. Okay. Right, so sound check, good. So that's great. So this is what I'm anticipating. This is sorry, so let me share my screen. So this is gold, but we saw the price drop during the London session. We witnessed that drop. We were looking at a potential breakout, but the price was able to break, came out there. We had this level here, or this zone, and we were able to get some pips, or someone was able to get some pips from this particular zone, which is actually a key level, right? Even on the 5 minutes time frame, on the 5 minutes time frame, on the 15 minutes time frame, it's an OB, you can see there. And on this other time frame, it's also an OB. All right, it's also an OB. So on the 5 minutes time frame, this is also an order block. Okay, so we can see that that there. So that's what we have. All right, so the price came all the way to this order block here, the 5 minutes order block. And I said the instances like these, when maybe you might be anticipating some buys here, and then you see the weak elongates. But as long as the price retraces above and closes above the 50 mean threshold, then there you have your nice entry. Okay, there you have your nice entry. I've always taught you that again and again. So the price also was able to create, even from the 15 minutes time frame, the price was able to create this level here. The price was able to create a BOS here, and it retraced to this point, this order block. But the time it was coming here was not within the kill zone. So the reason why I said even the group, I will wait here. It was not within the kill zone. So right now the price has given us another BOS, right? So right now it's during the kill zone, actually beginning at 7 a.m. Right now we are 8 a.m. So I was anticipating another retracement maybe to this level around that particular zone to give me some entries, or this one could come down here, but no worries, so we don't chase prices. So but again, look at this kind of a structure that we are seeing at this particular point. See, the price broke below, so you took out the Asian liquidities, right? There are the Asian liquidities took out, and the price continued dip. So we are looking at a retracement, or we are looking at the price pushing back again to these levels. Okay, but for gold, how I really want us to look at it is being able to like understand the structure or look at the structure. Okay, so the bigger trend is bullish. So here we might have some reactions of prices around this particular level. We might see the price react around these levels, but for me, I would not really be like looking at selling opportunities around this particular level. Looking at the fundamentals and everything that is lying around the gold, so selling is a bit risky for me. So the reason why I would really be aligned so much in terms of the bearish, I mean the bullish sentiment. So retracements, then we look for some buying opportunities. Okay, retracements, and then we look for some buying opportunities so that we can be able to align ourselves with the structure. Okay, because it's very bullish. You never know. Today we might anticipate even today price might even reach 5,000. Gold can do that, right? So these are key psychological level. The price has to come to that level, but I can't tell when. It might be today. It might be next week. It might no, but it's a key psychological level. Before we get that deep retracement that I know everyone is looking at or everyone is anticipating to see. So it has to at least the 5,000 levels or thereabout. Okay, so that's what we have at that particular point. So just a minute, just a minute. Mhm. Just a minute, just a minute. So that's what we are looking at. Trying to adjust something here. Just 1 minute. I'm trying to do something here. Just a minute. Right. So, yeah. So that's what I'm looking at. So let's see where the price is going to. If anybody took entries during this retracement here, well and good. But for me, I had to wait because I have to trade the right ways with the rules of the game. Everything was well here. Everything aligned here. But now the aspect of time was not in my favor because you are not within the kill zone. Okay. So let's wait and see. We wait for some retracements, and then now we are able to look at some potential entries. So if you look at these, you can see short-term gold is slightly stronger compared to USD is very weak. Okay, so let's see whether we are going to get some pullbacks, and then now we are good. We are good to go. Okay, so loud and clear. Yes, sound check. Okay, in the meantime, there's a question I asked on Discord and wanted to hear from you as to sharpen the sword. Okay, so let me look at Discord mic. I had a meeting from 3 to 4, so I was not active on Discord. Let me check that. Let me open my Discord. Let me open my Discord. Let me open my Discord. Now that the New York kill zone has started and the breaker block has been triggered again, but first time it was outside. No, you don't trade as long as it has been mitigated, whether inside or outside the kill zone. It's good to avoid that because it becomes a bit weak. And as you can see, you see how the price is really pushing higher. Because I know you are talking about this breaker block around this particular level, this one here. So the price already tested that when it was not within the kill zone. This one here, the price already tested that here when it was not within the kill zone, and now the price is pushing up. Right, the price is now pushing up. So there is no need to do that. There is no need to take an entry, but you can see the price is again here. So we can look at some potential buys. We can do some buys. Let me do that right away. Good, you have highlighted that. So around this particular level here. Let me mark that. Around that, it's within the kill zone. We have that, and then we anticipate the price to come to that risk to reward ratio of 1:2. Okay, risk to reward ratio of 1:2. So that is the setup. Okay, so let's see how it's gonna unfold. Let me have mine as well. Let me set mine. So let's see. It's a very sharp. It's a very sharp. It's a very sharp one. It's a very sharp one. It can even push slightly down to this level because this is where we have the last candle here. If you go to the 1 minute time frame, so let's see how the price does there. Okay, let's see how the price does around that particular point. Put my parameter as well. So let's monitor proper risk management. Of course, it's very key. Proper risk management is very important, right? It's very important because the zone is slightly a bit wide. About how many pips are we seeing here? It's slightly about like almost about 78 pips, but this is a risk to reward ratio of 1:2. Looking at the price tapping that level, yeah, about 1:2. So let's monitor. Remember, this is an entry that we have been able to eyeball from the 1 minute time frame. So let's check and we see how the trade is going to perform. Okay, so in the meantime, I wanted to look at the dollar index. So let's look at the dollar index. We see what's happening around the dollar index. So this is the dollar index. Esther Kafiro is watching keenly. Today is on Friday. Esther is not taking any trades. That's good. That's good discipline. Even myself, I'm minimizing my risk as much as possible because it's on a Friday. I don't want to really be trapped or maybe probably risk my gains for the week, right? You have to factor all that. Remember, Friday mostly is profit taking for many traders. So you don't want to be trapped in the markets, okay? You don't want to be trapped into the markets, in the markets, I mean. So just a minute, just a minute, just that. So if you have not entered, you can try a buy there. Okay, still within the zone. So if you have not entered, you can think of entering a buy at that particular point. Okay, because it's still within the zone. Remember these. Let me just go back here. Remember this is the zone. When you look at it here on the 1 minute time frame, this is the OB here on the 1 minute time frame. So the reason I said if you have not entered, you can take an entry here. This is the last candle after this BOS. Okay, so basically trying to minimize the risk as much as possible. So you can have it like that. Okay, for those who had not entered, I believe you have entered already. So, and if you re-enter, right? If you re-enter, make sure when the price comes to the upper entries, you close them and you hold the lower entries. Okay, so that's how you're able to manage your risks. So let's go back to the dollar index. So this is the DXY. And for DXY, what we are seeing here is slightly weaker DXY. We see how the DXY is pushing on the downside. So let me go to the 1 hour time frame. So you see the DXY is really bearish. Remember what we talked about, at least the price coming to take out the liquidities, right? At least price coming to take out liquidities within these particular levels, right? So let me mark the 4 hour time frame. So where had I marked this? It should be somewhere here. Okay, it should be somewhere there, right? So I mean, let me mark it right. So should be something like that. I mean, these liquidities here, all right, these liquidities here, at least they be taken out. But overall, we are looking at the price dropping all the way to these particular zones, right? We are looking at the price dropping all the way down here. Before now, we are able to know or to see which is the next portion, or where is the price, where is the price going next, okay? So we are very bearish for that. Okay. So, and the reason why we are banking on some gold buys, right? The reason why we are banking some gold buys. Remember, we have just had an aggressive entry using the 1 minute time frame because the price had already left the key zone before the order block, right? I mean, before the kill zone time. So just a very aggressive one that we have been able to have. Okay. So, and that's what we are monitoring to see what the price is going to do. Okay, that's what we are monitoring to see what the price is going to do at that particular point. Okay, so let's hold on it. Let's hold on it. Let's hold on it for those who are in. Let's hold on that for those who are in. Okay, so still anticipate the price to respect that hobby. Okay. So let's hold and see. Let's hold and see. So we are still anticipating that bearish sentiment for the dollar, right? So make sure you press the like button. Like Esther said, make sure you press the like button. So thank you for clarification. I decided to sit out until you confirm to avoid unnecessary loss. Yeah. So sure, thank you. It's good to wait for confirmations anyway. Okay. So let's see what's happening around. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Which pair would you like me to look at? We were analyzing Euro USD, so we looked at Euro USD, and we were looking at when we were analyzing during the London session, the price was within these zones. So the price, we are seeing some bit of rejection here, but I think the 15 minutes time frame can give some clarity. So for us, we were talking about the price either coming to this level. You remember me explaining either the price coming to this level, and I said we might see the price reject from this level because that level is a breaker block. Okay, but now from where the breaker block is, it is not really in a key zone of buying. So the reason why I said I will not engage here, even if price reverses from that point and continues pushing higher, I will not engage in that point because it's a very premium. Okay, and I can't buy from premium because if you look at this zone here, from here all the way to this level, you see this zone is still in premium. So I cannot really take trades in premium, right? So if it goes, no problem. What it will do is that it will create maybe probably another BOS, right? It will still create another BOS and then maybe retrace, and then now we can be able to eyeball an entry from that particular angle. Okay, we can be able to eyeball an entry from that particular angle. So that's what we'll be looking at, or that's what I will be anticipating price to do. Okay, so sorry, what am I typing here? Yeah, so that's what I'll be looking or anticipating the price to do. If we look at maybe GBP USD as well, we had looked at it. So I was looking at the market coming to test this level again. Same sentiment with the um, Euro USD. So because this level, when we were analyzing the market, the price was already rejecting from this level. So we were anticipating the price to come all the way down to this particular zone here, right? And then we look at some buys, but now the price has broken above this level. It's an order block and also now a breaker block. But again, it's a breaker block that is so much in premium also. So I would avoid it. I would avoid it. I wouldn't trade that because of so many aspects, right? Because of so many aspects, buying in premium, etc., which is very wrong. Okay, because it's not right to buy in a premium. Okay, it's not right to buy in premium. So if it continues pushing higher, so we just chill and see how high it can be able to go. Right, we just chill and see how high it can be able to go. Okay, so we just chill and see how high it can be able to go. And then now we look at the structure that the price is going to give us. Okay, we look at the structure that the price is going to give us, right? So you had also looked at GBP JPY. So this GBP JPY, the price rejected from this level. So we didn't have like an entry from this particular point per se. We didn't have like an entry there because of the kind of price action. So it missed us during that time. We had very high impact news that pushed the prices here. So we were looking at if the price is able to close above this level so that now it can retest it, and then now we can have a re-entry of prices from that particular zone. Okay, so that was our goal, or that was what we were really anticipating to see the price do. Okay, so but now the price was not able to give us that. So the price was not able to give us that. So but in euro USD, I mean in GBP USD JPY, we saw the price push up, right? We saw the price push up, and the push up from it came all the way to this level, retraced to this level, and then now we seeing the price continuing to push higher. Okay, so we are seeing even more bullish prices from that particular point. The time I was looking at it, it was about 38 pips in profits. From this particular zone, it was about about that it had got about 38 pips in profit from that zone. Okay, from that zone it was about 38 pips in profit. Okay, so I'm still anticipating the price to continue pushing up, right? I'm still anticipating the price to continue pushing higher. And so here maybe you can put your stop loss at the mean threshold of this order block, basically to minimize the risk, because the price has already pushed up to this particular point. Okay, the price has already pushed up to this particular level. Okay, so let's adjust that. Let's check on that, how it's going to fare out. Because when you look at the Japanese basket, we are still seeing that momentum to push on the downside. Okay, so we are seeing that momentum on the downside. Just a minute, I reply to this. Let me reply to this. It's a work related aspect. Just give me 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Dun, dun, dun. Just a minute. Yeah, so for these, you can see the price still looks like it on a push on the downside. Okay, the price still looks like it on a push on the downside. So I'm still bearish on that. Still bearish on that. You can see gold has really pushed down. Okay, gold has really pushed down. No worries. Let it push down to this level. Right. Let it push down to this level. and we see how it's going to happen, because this is the 5 minutes time frame. We have a BOS here, so no worries. This one has just delivered just few pips anyway, about 45, 35, about 45, 38 pips, and then now we see that. So let's see this trend. I think gold has weakened against vis-a-vis the dollar, but let's wait for it at this particular point. Okay, so let's wait for it here. That level was about it had been minus to about 46 pips, so let's wait for it at around these levels. Okay, let's wait for it at that particular point. So this is from the 5 minutes time frame, from the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, just a minute, I respond to this. So yeah, so that's what I'll be looking at least the price to come to these levels. And then now you can be able to hunt for opportunities from this particular zone. I remember also we had silver. Let's check silver very quick. We had marked these. This was some form of consolidation that we were trying to mark. So you have seen silver already pushing up. We had talked about the price reaching to 100% level. I mean 100% this point. This is why I would want to see it reach probably fast before before we see maybe probably some pullbacks that might happen. Okay, so let's see that. Let's see that on silver, because I feel like right now the price has really pushed up. So, but still we trade the structure, what the price gives us. So I wanted to test this level, maybe probably, and we might see the price push on the downside. Okay, after testing that that zone. Okay. So let's chill and see what's gonna happen here. Right. So let's chill on that and see what's going to happen. All right. So let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen for these assets. Let's wait for it to come to our point of interest, because this is the engulfing that it has tapped, but I still want it to like push deeper. I would still want it to come to some deep. Of course, it's a four. If you look at it, it's the 15 minutes level. It has already tapped the 15 minutes order block, but now the risk is somehow quite big. So the reason why I would like it to come to our point of interest, so there's no need to rush it per se. Okay, so let's see whether it's going to come to our point of interest where we want it to come to these levels before maybe we think of some opportunities there, right? So, but if you look at these order block here, it's really quite a big one, and I wouldn't want us to expose ourselves so much, about 178 pips. So that's really too high. Okay, that's really too high. So the reason why I'm saying, let's see whether maybe probably it's gonna give us some retracements, right? Let's see whether it's gonna give us some retracements to the level that we are looking at before we look at some buying opportunities. Okay. So kindly buys out of window. Yes, price seems to be moving towards the below OB. Yes. Kindly don't forget US 30. So this is a US 30. This is a US 30. This is the US 30. So you can see like we were discussing the US 30. we were talking about the price pushing down to this level. So I would still wait for the price to come to these levels here for a discounted sell, for a discounted buy. I mean, you can see how the price, this level has really been a resistant level where we have the all-time highs. It has really been a resistant level. The price has tested that level. On the 1 hour time frame, it has tested that level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and being unable to break above. So that tells you that it's a level that we might want to look at keenly in terms of how the price is going to behave at that particular point. So, but I'm anticipating now the price to push on the downside. Okay, I'm anticipating that push on the downside for the price to come here so that I can look at some buying opportunities from that level. So what might happen is this, as you can see, the price is pushing up. So what might happen is, in case we get, you can see the price is really pushing down. So this is the high, and this is where the price is at the moment, the low of the price at that particular point. So I would really want maybe probably to look at entries, maybe price to retrace back again to these levels, because that's where we have that. So around these levels here, that will be a really cool place to start looking at some some selling opportunities. Nevertheless, it's always good to wait for the price to come to these levels. We can minimize it like that, back again to these levels, basically for some opportunities, some buying opportunities from that zone. Okay, so that's what I'll really be looking at, or that's what I'll really be anticipating to see for these particular metal. Okay, I mean for this particular asset. So we might have that bullish retracement, or bullish that bearish retracement before we start seeing some buying opportunities. Okay, so that's what I am looking at for euro for US 30. So if you look at gold, like we have said, we see the price is still pushing up here. The price is still pushing up, so it's not really come to a point of interest. So it's like the price is gone. It has tested the 1 hour engulfing, but now the zone was big, having hit the first SL there. So there was no need to really like expose another big risk. So let's see how the price is gonna do. Maybe probably if you're going to get another retracement, because what it did is that it tested these 15 minutes level. This was the 15 minutes OB. That's where it tapped into, and then now we are seeing a price pushing up. So let's see maybe whether it will be able to come to these levels. Maybe it can. You never know. This is gold. So let's monitor it and see what's gonna really happen at that point. Okay, let's see what's really gonna happen at that particular level. Okay, so because you can see it the way it's moving, so let's see. So in case it pushes up and breaks above this level, that is, it creates maybe a BOS or something. So you wanna want to see a retracement, and then we continue pushing higher. Okay, but I feel that push on the downside was just some liquidity grab around these levels. Then now we see the momentum pushing on the upper direction. Okay, so because I feel it has to come at least around these particular levels. Okay, at least these zones that we have here. But now let's be keen, even as we try to look for entries on it now. Okay, so because it's not just about the outcome of the trade, it's about the execution. Okay, the execution of the trade. Were your rules right? Yes. Was everything correct? Yes. So then that's what trading is all about. Okay, that's what trading is really all about. Being able to trade according to the plan. Okay, being able to trade according to your plan, right? So let's see what's going to transpire. No worries. Let's see what is going to transpire. Buys out of the window. No, not yet really, Esther. For me, it's not really out of the window. It's not out of the window for me. Because I'm not swinging here. I'm just looking at 100 pips target and I'm out. Because even this setup here is more than 100 pips. This is more than 100 pips. This is about 196 pips. Okay, so it's not out of the window. It depends anyway. It depends on the type of trader you are. But for me, I'm still sidelined for the buys. right? I'm so much sidelined for the buys. It's not a wonder we might see Esther. Can we bet? We might see 5,000 today, right? Hello team, is DST really considered in ICT? What do you mean by DST? Maybe you can, because I've not heard of DST. You might be using very tight acronyms. I might not understand. DST, DST. By DST, you mean what? You're talking about the distal lines or something. Maybe you can come out clear about the DST. I don't really get what you are saying. So if you look at now the strength, you can see gold is trying to be stronger than USD. So let's see how far that I'm anticipating it to be even more strong to come to the blues. It's about 1.4, but gold is 2.6. I mean, USD is about 2.6 negative, so it means it's weaker. Gold is slightly a bit stronger than this. So let's see that. I'm waiting for you to clarify on DST, what you're talking about when you mention DST. Okay, so what are you really talking about when you mention DST? Oh, daylight savings. Uh, these will just appear automatically because if you look at the charts, because me I use New York time, so it has just appeared automatically. It just resets itself automatically. Okay, because you can see mine is New York time. Initially, it's usually UTC. You can see initially it's usually UTC. Normal time is UTC -4. So right now it's +1 now, plus -5. But if you have your time set in ICT in New York time, it will adjust automatically. So you don't have to worry about that. The reason why I usually emphasize if you're trading ICT, it's good to have your charts in. It's good to have your charts in. It's good to have your charts marked in the ICT time. Okay, I mean the New York time. Okay, so it's always very important to have that, right? So let's see. As you can see, the price is really dropping again sharply. So let's approach the price cautiously. You can see the kind of volatility that is in the markets, right? So you can see how the price now is all of a sudden pushing down. Okay, so let's approach it in a more cautious manner, and we see whether the price is going to come to our level that we want the price to tap to our level. Okay, you can see how the price is really pushing on the downside. You can see that. So let's monitor and see. Right, let's monitor that and see. So I want the price to come to around these levels, right? Around these levels, maybe probably to look for a high probability buy. Okay. I'm also looking for 5-1 doesn't hit. The big boys got their TPs there. They will smash it and dump the metal. Yeah, because that's a psychological level. Okay, that's a psychological level, right? That's a psychological level. So let's see. Let's see whether it's going to unfold. I don't want to get from the chart so that I don't miss it. The reason why I'm really looking at it. New York has opened na Mlami ako na fuja, wanataka gold at discount. Yeah, they have to bring it at discount so that they can be able to get some positions. Okay, so the reason why we need to be patient and wait for the price to come to our level. Okay, so let's wait. It's becoming, it doesn't really want to come to where we want it to come to. But I wouldn't be in a rush. It's better leave me than trying now to enter prematurely. There's no reason to enter prematurely, so let's wait. If it goes, it will still realign itself according to the structure. Okay, but let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. Okay. Just a minute, I'll respond to this. Yeah, so let's see what transpires. I'm waiting for that. That's what I'm waiting for. So you can see the price is still pushing down. Okay, that's what I'm still waiting for myself as well. That's what I'm waiting for. 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 It's where it's like 100 pips away from the point. So, but let's see whether it's going to come to that level. Let's see. Okay, so that's what I'm waiting for. I'm not silent. I'm just waiting for the price to come there. Don't want to look at any other pair because I don't want to miss that setup. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's wait. Let's wait. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait. Let me check whether there is any questions. Does ICT apply on indices and crypto? Yes, it does. Right, it does. You see, all the strategies, even the supply and demand and everything, all the strategies we do on forex, they apply on those other assets. The reason why you usually see that we don't really, when we are looking at those other assets like indices, stocks, we don't really focus so much on the strategies because strategies we have taught so much with the forex. So they'll still cut across. What differs on different class assets is the underlying fundamentals that affect that particular asset. Okay, so does it mean that even though the price today closed below the Asian low, we might be bullish? Yeah, for gold we might, right? For gold we might. For gold we might because there is a lot of underlying fundamentals that are supporting the bullish sentiments. Okay, so not unless now the structure is broken completely, because if you look at these here, even the 4-hour time frame, you're not seeing any break of structure. We are seeing the price still an uptrend trajectory. That's what we are looking at. Okay, so when you look at even here, we are still looking at some bullish sentiments. All right, so the structure has not really changed per se, so that we can say that now we are bearish. So that's what I'm talking about. Because when you're trading, most you want to align yourself with the strategies. I mean, you want to align yourself with the higher time frames. That's what you really want to do, to align yourself with higher time frame price is on the higher time frame. That's what you really want to look at, the trend. You want to align yourself with the trend. So what are the trend saying? So we are bullish, right? So that's why talking about that. The reason I'm looking at more of buying opportunities rather than sales per se, because yeah, it's a psychological levels. We have a lot of, I can assure you that we have some a lot of pending orders, or a lot of TPs set around the 5,000 levels, and that's, I'm sure that is the likely point where the prices of gold is likely to reach, and then we see maybe some major dumps. Okay, so yeah, I'm also watching and waiting patiently. Let's see what is going to unfold. Okay, let's see, and let's wait and see what is going to unfold. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm waiting to see, whether the price is going to come to that point. All right. You can ask questions, guys, if you have any questions, even as we wait. I really don't want to get out of this chart because it might tap here and then you see this thing flying up. Okay. So let's see. Let's just be patient and see what is going to transpire here. Oh, I think we also had some news at. Did you had some news today? Oh, the news at 5:45. It seemed like maybe probably we have some news at 4:30. So the news at 5:45. Right, we are waiting for the news at 5:45. So that's when we are waiting for the news here. Okay, so still good. You're still good. So let's monitor and see where the price is going to. Whether we are going to see the price go up. So let's monitor and see. Seems like it's not coming to a point of interest anyway. But in case it, because I'm going to log off at 5, so in case maybe probably it doesn't come here before 5. So what we are going to look at is this, whether we are going to get a BOS here, right? So if you are going to get a BOS at that particular point, therefore we can look for a retracement to another block. You know how we trade it, right? You know how we look at something like that, then like that, and then now we anticipate the price to go higher, right? Same case even to these levels, in case it pushes up and takes out these levels. So we basically want to follow the structure: a breakout from the BOS, a retest of the order block, and looking at some buying opportunities. Okay, so because we're just like 10 minutes away from that, so it might not, maybe probably be able to reach that particular level, right? So let's see. Let's see, because I want it to drop all the way to 19. I want it to drop all the way to 19, around 49.19. Let me mark that in my MetaTrader 5 so that I'm able to follow it even from there. Okay, I want it to come to the 19.19, 49.19. That is zone that we have marked here. It's between 49.19, 49.12. Okay. So let's see that. Let's see that. Let's see that. What is the dollar index doing? Oh, the dollar index. Okay. It's a lot of liquidity is lying here because you can see these are like almost equal lows, right? Waiting at 49.15. Yeah, that's the zone. That's the zone. Yeah, you can look at it at 49.15. Okay, you can look at it from 49.15. That's the zone. See whether it will be able to come to that level. Also, depending, this 1 hour time frame might really be. It might really be how it closes might really determine a lot whether we are going to see the price push up or not. Just a minute. So let's monitor and see. So I'll be patient with it. I'll be patient with it. Again, being a Friday, so there's no need to over jump into it. There's no need to into it. So let's wait and see. Okay. Oh, this is the 5 minutes time frame. That's why I'm looking at the price coming to this level here for an entry. Okay. That's the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, that's the 5 minutes time frame. That's the 5 minutes time frame. So we are waiting for the price to come to that level. Okay. I'm not sure whether it's going to come to this level or whether maybe probably it will break above that, might get out to our level at 530. Yeah, maybe it might. I really didn't want to switch. I really didn't want to switch this. Someone check, please, so that I can look at NZUSD. Someone monitor gold for us. So this is NZUSD. So for NZUSD, again, looking at a potential retracement to this level for some buys. Okay, this level will give us some buying opportunity. And what we are looking at is the price coming to around this level. This is where we have the order block. Okay, this is where we have the order block, this level. So here we might see the reaction of the price, right? We might see the reaction of the prices from this particular zone. Okay, so we want to see the price push all the way to this point, but in case we have a retracement down here, then that will be good to give us some buying momentum. But yeah, so that's how I'll be looking at it. Remember, that is the bigger direction that we are looking at, because if you come to the 1 hour time frame, this is also a level on the 1 hour time frame. You'll see that. So having the BOS here, so this is the order block. So the reason I wanted to tap this particular level, and then now we will be looking at some potential pushes of the price on the upper direction. Okay, all right. So yeah, so that's what I'm looking at, or that's what I'm anticipating to see for these pair. Okay, might be out of our level at 530, yeah, maybe 545, because we have some news here, some PMIs, and these are looking positive for the dollar. It looks like it's gonna be positive for the dollar, so maybe it's gonna, this news gonna push the prices down to that particular level. Okay, so maybe it's gonna push the price to that particular level. So we will keep watching that level. So even once we are offline, or once I'm offline, so and we see what the price is going to do. All right. So just a minute. All right. So that's what I am anticipating to see. That's what I'm anticipating to see for the dollar. So let's see whether the price is gonna come back again. Let's just go back here. I want to see how that 1 hour candle is going to close like. Okay. So let's monitor and see. Just a minute. Just a minute. Give me a minute. So let's see how the price is going to. We have like 1 minute for the 1 hour candle to close. Right. So I'm waiting. With gold, nothing is impossible. It can throw a very long week. Yeah, it can. Yeah. It can do that. It can do that. Okay, it can do that. It can do that. It can do that. So delete this so that you can see price. You see how the candle is closing like an indecisive candle, a long wick at the top, long wick at the bottom. So any direction is really quite possible. If it had closed somehow bullish with the body looks like a pin bar, could be certain bullish. But here is it can either be bullish, it can either be bearish, right? So what I will say is this: as I close up, just like we talked, either the price to come to this level, right? Or maybe we might see the price break above this level, give us a BOS, and come to retest the order block. So you can as well look for opportunities or for entries with that aspect in mind. Okay, so that's what we'll be looking at. Let's see how the price is going or what the price is going to give us, and then now we will be good to position ourselves accordingly. Okay, so thank you. Yeah, thank you for the likes. This is our channel. Himoka claims we get a silver medal. Yeah, YouTube. Esther, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I believe we'll be able to achieve that. Okay. So thank you guys. Don't try to force the trades. Remember, we are about to close. The market's about to close. So lower your risk completely. Lower your risk completely because Friday is more of a profit-taking day. So make sure you lower your risk completely. So thank you guys, and see you on Monday. So take some time to journal your trades, to go through your trades, to evaluate your trades. That is your journal, and also to be able to plan for next week. So thank you, and welcome everybody.